host has started broadcasting a meeting on custom live streaming service. Zoom. The account up by staying in guarded button space. Zoom. This meeting is being closed. This by guarded button space. Zoom. Content left panel.
How dare you?
Well, gather around, folks. Let me tell you a tale about politicians and their promises that always seem to fail.
How dare you?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Top of the time zone. I'm Alan C. You're with Johnny J in the house, here on the Innervision FM universe. You're not going to want to miss today's podcast. Brought to you by Colorado Art Relief Fund, Eeny Meeny Grants, Bonefields Foundation, Chinook Foundation, Christian Brothers Moving Company, based in the great state of Texas, Englewood, Colorado, and Phoenix, Arizona. Also, Richard Damiano of the Littleton Eye Clinic. Stay with us.
Oh my God.
That's who we love, and that's who we serve.
Is it running now? Yeah. Hi, everybody. This is the Godfather Soul, James Brown. I tell you, this business is on. My man is on. Check him out. This is the Godfather Soul, James Brown, saying stay with it and hit it. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. All right, man. Well,
Happy
welcome to
New
the show.
Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Yeah, we took, I think, a couple of weeks off.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, yeah, as far as like a lot of stuff, but I just been doing a bunch of AI videos, which is kind of cool.
Hey, I wanted to ask you about that. You set up a little AI short to go out.
Mhm.
So do check that link out in the description below. Tell us what you think about that particular video. We want to serve the grassroots musician, whether you're physically disabled, financially challenged, or in this case, with our Bidenomics, both. Music is never a bad way to go anyway. You have a good time doing the things that you love, and why not get paid? And right now, independent music creation is, man, there's never been a better time. Got AI going on, got instruments going on, got ability to literally jam with somebody across the world and not even be in the same room with them. Some pretty cool software. How's it going, Johnny?
I'm
Hey,
doing
Joe.
good. Yes. Hey, yeah. So we're all in the house, and hey, Joe, maybe have some going on with his what is that called? Internet, something like that. Yeah, but he's there. I see him there in the list of people.
If
Cool.
you want to be a featured guest and you're a recording artist or musician, hit us up at info@innervisionfm.com. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe on whatever platform you're watching us on. You can see us on all 10 of the major platforms.
Oh yeah. Hey, let me ask you something. Maybe you know, and you may not. You may. Okay. Colorado has this tradition where they have the stock show parade in January, and this year's
Stock show parade? That's illogical. Oh, well,
Yeah.
you said stock show.
Yes, and so they had this thing where they bring this bull into the hotel,
Yeah.
and people get to see this bull in the hotel. Now I'm just thinking, if a bunch of blind people, which I'm going to invite some from the center, if we go down there, do you think they'll let us touch the bull? Oh man.
I don't think there'd be a bunch of blind people. There might be one or two brave souls that maybe had a little bit too much of the cash bar from I don't know, one of the state functions or something, come and want to touch the bull or whatever. But
Yeah,
I don't
because I'm
think you
thinking
get
like
a bunch of blind folks, but you might get a couple.
I'm thinking like because my wife says like whenever dogs are on, I never want to touch a dog. I said, there's thousands of dogs. I could care less about a dog, but how many
many
times you get
bulls
a
do you
chance?
see?
Yeah. I said a bull is unusual. And so yeah, I will touch it and see how it is. And they probably have it tranquilized so much, you know, that it's just like that Jake Jabs. He used to have all these exotic
All
animals
those
on his.
wild animals, all those
Yeah.
exotic.
Yeah. So I thought, okay, on Thursday, I'm going to go to the parade, and I want to go to the hotel and touch the bull.
There you go. Well, you're a better man than I, Johnny. I like to have all of my limbs intact and no bruises, no
Or hey,
confusion.
and somebody suggested, why don't we just get a bunch of the homeless people and then have the running with the bulls?
That's really sick.
Oh man.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can
We
hear
hear you good. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year.
We got a resident time traveler with us from
Yeah.
Philippines.
I
It's
thought that
really
would be
annoying.
I guess people are getting tired of these. I don't know if they want the illegal homeless or they want the American homeless to run with the bull. So,
The illegal,
That's horrible.
yeah.
especially. Oh, I shouldn't say that, huh?
Oh man.
Ah,
So I don't know. So that's their. I think I heard it in this talk show last night because they were talking about like they wanted it to be regulated 32 hours notice before they send the buses over, and they say, well,
yes.
when they're coming through the gates illegally, they don't come at a specific time. They come whenever they want to come. And now that these mayors want us to do it at Pacific time, so now they're starting to drop them off outside of the city, and then bring them in on a bus that is specific toward the city, like in Illinois. Put them on one of the Illinois buses, and then take them in, and then I guess they dropped, and sometimes they drop them off at the Capitol, but now with that new rule, now they're dropping them off at the Office Depot. So, which a lot of them, they line up just to get work. They say, hey, if you need us to go work for you, do some kind of handiwork, they line up at the Office Depot.
Interesting.
So,
Handiwork. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
yeah,
See?
yeah,
Absolutely.
man,
Absolutely right.
So yeah,
There's a lot of top 10 predictions for the year. What are we looking at for 2024? Some people say some pretty dire predictions. Certainly there may be a little bit of that going around, but we do have to look at the positive. So what are some good stuff that you see that Innervision FM is doing for the
I was going to talk about the stock market.
let's talk about the stock market first.
Yeah, because this guy supposedly he lives in Denver. This is the only reason I was listening to it, but he was like Psychic Dave, right? So he was saying that the stock market looks good in January.
Okay.
Then it's gonna be so in February. Then it's gonna go really good in March. So in April, really good in May. Then it's gonna go all the way down to August. Be really good in August. Then a little bit in September. Then it was going to jump back up November, December of this year.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it'd be an election year. I could see
Oh,
stocks
yeah. You said it was going to be good
soaring
in November too.
December.
Yeah. So we shall
But
see.
the stock market is the last thing to crash.
Right.
When that crashes, it's too late for everything.
It's already too late. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so we shall see if his prediction. I mean, he was saying some other stuff. I wasn't really kind of like paying attention to it. But I said, okay, I'll make a note of that, a mental note, and then I'll put it on this recording, and then we'll go back and look back over it and say, okay, well, what's happening new. I just made the Innervision. I have these folders all the way going back to 2007. And so for each year, so I can keep everything organized and everything just not floating out into my flash drive, I make the Innervision 2024 folder, and then the Zoom 2024. So, so everything's, more organized. So got that done yesterday. And we are going to do a concert on June the 1st. And this guy, he said he was on my show, and man, I have so many people that was on my show when I was interviewing bands. I don't remember everybody, but his name is Biff Gore, and he was in the 2014 American Idol. He was one of the runners up, and they call him
actually pretty cool.
Yeah, they call him the Ambassador of Soul. I don't know who gave him that name. I don't know if what's that guy who's always cranky?
Simon Cowell.
Yeah, Simon Cowell. Yeah, I don't know. No, he wouldn't be that hip. Would he be that hip?
Nah, it was probably the what was his name?
Lionel Richie?
Something. No, Randy something. I think he was the hip guy.
Yeah, it was probably him. Yeah. So somebody gave him that name, and so it just stuck.
I actually, honestly, I've never even watched a episode of.
So
I just kind of threw a name out there. I don't know. I think his name is Randy, though.
Yeah.
Randy, the black guy.
Yeah, the black guy. Right.
Yeah, because I can imagine. I'm saying I could Simon Cowell. But anyway, so he gave him the name. So tentatively, he's going to be there. Of course, Tony. I think Sweet G's going to be there too. And and then who else? And then the winners of the combo songwriting contest for 2023.
Wow. I didn't catch that email to see who won the 2023.
And I was supposed to go. It was going to be on the 18th of November, and in the back of my mind, we had planned, but we went to I think we went to Boulder that day. Then we went to the it was this German festival, and we had this, and then we had this glog that had a little bit too much. I don't know if it was wine or whiskey in it. And then I got home, and it just totally wiped. Yeah, it's like, and we were planning, we were going to go, and I didn't think about it until the next day. So I didn't get to see them perform live, the winners of the combo 2023 songwriter contest.
Nah, there's nothing like summer concerts, man, and you're not going to want to miss Innervision FM and the lineup that we've got. Also looking at, see, Johnny's a film producer as well. And, I know you're kind of shy, Johnny, but, you were looking at getting that revived at some point. But funds are kind of tight, just like they're tight everywhere.
But you know what I'm doing? I'm like I said, I just ran into this billion. Well, not personally. I'm sort of reaching out, kind of get into his atmosphere.
Yeah.
And I like the way he thinks, because he made deals and he didn't have the money, but he knew a lot of people that had the money.
Well, see, he put the first rule of the music industry into play, which is relationship.
Yeah.
So he had a black book built, or a little list, or whatever you want to call that, folks that he could, he could depend upon to help, function with the endeavors. And, that's one thing that I really want to drill down on, especially this year, is how do you, as an independent musician or recording artist, get your stuff set up and out there? I mean, you've got the will, you've got the want, the drive, the desire, maybe you don't have all the money because, you know,
Mm.
if you're physically disabled or financially challenged, how do you do that? Well, Innervision FM has lots of different vehicles, lots of tools in the toolbox. So kind of figure we'll probably cover some of that as well.
Yeah, and then okay, as you know, and this is part of what's going on. Okay, they were supposed to, cut the check, send it to us in December.
Yeah.
But then I realized, every day I realized, something's going on. And then I think it was Sunday night, I got this video because I just get this. I don't watch all of them, but it's the city and county of Denver. They send me there's the videos saying what they did and whose money they're stealing from or whatever. And so it was him and all these other people. And I guess they said it should have taken 18 months, but it took 88 days to get 1,000 people into free homes. Right?
Wow.
And then I realized that's why they weren't able to cut the check, because he took everybody in these other departments and said, we got to get this done before the end of the year. So he used probably all the resources.
Oh, wow.
And instead of them in the mailroom working to get the checks out, they were, I don't know, they were getting these 1,000
Net
people.
misappropriation.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if it's like, I don't know if I told you, but I made a video about it, AI video. In 2021 and 2022, these banditos, they have, what is that? They have credit cards that's business credit cards. And I guess they can charge up to $2,000 on these credit cards.
Yeah, yeah.
So they were actually going to their crony friends who had nonprofits and charging $2,000,
2,000,
and then
right.
take a day, go back again, charge another $2,000. And I'm surprised the Denver Post revealed it, since they're the mouthpiece of the Democrats. And
It's interesting. I think what happens is people have to take the fall for stuff. So, they set up winners and pick the losers. And there you go.
yeah, so they were using our taxpayer money to donate to their cronies.
Allegedly, of course.
No. It's in the paper. It's the Denver
It's in the
Post.
paper. Oh, it's in the
I forget
Post.
what-
even. Wow.
Yeah, I think I read it. It was either the Thursday or Wednesday issue of last week.
Wow.
All right. And so that money's long gone. So it's like, but yeah, that's that whole the homeless thing and whatever, and getting the people in the 1,000 house. Oh, right up the street from here, we have one of those places. I mean, they fenced it off, and we were wondering, like, oh, I wonder what they're gonna put in there. And then these guys came in and they were delivering these tiny houses.
I remember hearing about that project.
Yeah. So so I guess they're gonna have it where they're gonna police it. And so they said 95% of the people who they asked went. It was voluntarily went to these houses. So that means the 5% are the ones that probably the most rebel rousers who they would probably need the security to keep things in order.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we didn't get the check to do but I mean, we have what, 5 months? No, we got to start the advertising here pretty soon. Like, I want to start in April, whatever. So, so hopefully, and I just sent an email. I want to be nice. I said, hey, I just said, because Johnston was so successful in getting the homeless free homes, right? Will you guys be back in the office, cutting the checks this week? So hopefully she didn't think that was too sarcastic. Like, sheesh. So anyway, so if you're working with the government, I got to share this with you, Joe, because I was telling Alan, I was watching this Byron Allen, and he was talking about, okay, in Detroit, there's I guess 95%, I guess, is a black community. And, they used to have the car factories there until they shipped them to China and Mexico and whoever else they shipped them out to. And so that left that city pretty much desolate as far as like, it was really booming when people had these jobs putting together cars. So they have these government contracts. And even in Colorado, they say, well, 2% can go to the minorities, right? But in Detroit, there's 95% of these black people that live there, and
Sure.
they're only asking for 10% of those contracts. And I'm thinking, like, you guys are the majority. I would at least go up to 60%. And I'm thinking, like, what are these guys thinking? I mean, are they just bad at math? Because if you're 95%, you should be getting at least 60 or more percent of those government contracts in that area. And who knows, if you work it right, you can have a lot of people put back to work with those, and those government contracts pay pretty good. Like sometimes they need people to clean uniforms, make bullets, right? Instead of making crack, you can make some other chemicals, and you could, I mean, you could be, just be, you got 95% of those people who are a lot of them are out of work. You could do stuff with that. But, oh man, what do you say? I'm going to get some phone numbers, and I'm going to have this idea and just start calling these places and just start talking to people randomly and say, what are you doing? Like Chicago, yeah, call Chicago up or New York, and in the areas where they're having the, where they're placing these people, and just call up people and say, how do you feel about that? Since if they won't
put
call
on a
us,
terrorist list.
huh? Yeah, you think so? No, I
Yeah.
use my Skype number. I use my
Your
Skype number.
Skype number. There you go.
Yeah. So
Yeah, no, Skype is connected to Google and everything is connected to everything. It's now the Internet of Things. As a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, we are almost 1/4 of the century into the 21st century. Still waiting for those flying cars, still waiting for the time travel. That's supposed to be perfected by 2028, I think.
And if you get a chance, on channel 2, on not Me TV, channel, this is the Sci-Fi channel. They're doing a week long of what's that? Twilight Zone. And I've been binging on that Twilight Zone, man.
It's my favorite.
Oh man.
That and the Outer Limits, man. Those are my old go-to shows, man, from way back in the day when I was a kid.
I used to like to watch what was that, Cosmos?
Cosmos, that wasn't bad. No, that was good stuff.
And he was kind of out there and what he thought was real and stuff, but it was still a very good show.
So pretty. They had these ones also called Amazing Stories that came out in the early mid 80s. Those weren't too bad. Didn't go on too long. And then, of course, Project UFO. Boy, that was one of my favorite 70s stuff. Leave a like, share, subscribe, toss a comment down below. What's some of your favorite stuff, you old timers? Or if you're a
Johnny Johnson Zoom meeting.
Generation Z type of individual,
Has left the meeting.
yeah, let us know what you think. So we're going to cover some future stuff that Innervision FM is doing in addition to the concert the 1st of June. We want to hear from you as a musician, recording artist, something like that. There's never been a better time to make music, because it used to be that, back in our day, because we're old timers, you had to get a bunch of people together and had to actually have talent. Talent is still very needed these days, but there are a lot of different pieces of software out there that will make your job a lot easier. Mixing software, editing software for both audio or video, artificial intelligence platforms, different things that either write music or write lyrics to music. You can find all this stuff here. Visit innervisionfm.com for information on a broadcasting and
Johnny Johnson
podcasting
is the host now.
school that Johnny Johnson has started to really help out those who were physically disabled, kind of branched out to financially challenged. And we kind of want to help heal the world through music. So welcome back there, Johnny J.
All right.
Johnny's.
I'm back. Oh man, this stupid thing. Oh man.
No, I've used that AI I tried to use it to write a song, and everything was so convoluted. I ended up using some of the stuff and then rewriting it myself.
Yeah, you gotta tweak. You have to tweak it. That's what I found.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You know, if you're proficient with programming, or if you're proficient with a certain type of, I don't know, I don't know, man. I like AI for some things, and music. Wow, you're absolutely right. It's but it does help with mixing. I will say that right now. It does help with getting things perfect.
Really?
So.
And so I like this one. I mean, it costs the one I'm using now with making the videos and stuff like that. And what I decided to do is, like, you know, man, I see these other guys and they're putting up videos they're uploading videos every day. So I said, okay, this AI thing takes me about maybe 30 minutes, I guess, with the rendering, all that kind of stuff, or 15 to 20 minutes. So I just decided to put out these little vignettes, like 8 minutes, 7 days a week. So I just come up with the topic, and it's not hard to come up with the topic. The next two I'm going to come up with Taylor Swift. I guess she's matching Elvis in song album sales or song sales or something. And so I put something out, and then she, in order to get her music back, she had to redo all of her songs so she could have control of her masters. So I put that out
Master
there.
has control of her.
Yeah. I know that. So, you know, since she's popular, I put a couple of stories out there with her. Then I said that the 5, let's see, something about Christian. Oh, the Christian, the Christian hip hop artist, the 10 something. I don't know.
Top 10 Christian hip hop artists or something like that.
Yeah, and
that
so I'm
was
going to do
AI generated.
I'm gonna do one for rock. Then I'm gonna do one for pop. And so it's just music oriented, and just keep throwing it out there, and then see how that goes. But yeah, it's really cool how it puts together. Oh, by the way, Mike, were you able to? Because the last time I sent you a link, you weren't able to see it. Were you able to see the link that I sent in this one?
You're talking to me? Yes.
Yeah. I sent it 2 ways. I sent one in just like an email, and then I sent one in the Zoom link.
I didn't see the Zoom link, but I seen the email. It's good. It's good.
It worked?
Yeah.
What pictures did they put in there? Because the voice sounded good and the background music sounded good.
It looked very professional to me.
Ah, okay. So that's the game changer, because it's like it would have took me, if I would have did that myself, it would have took me maybe a day or so. And so I guess it would be cost effective for like $25, and it gives me like 80 credits I could use, and so far I've used 30, and I've been doing this for a week so far. So, and then it'll reboot on the I guess the 25th of, when did I get this thing? Oh well. Oh no, it'll reboot eventually. But it's a cool tool. And I saw it. It was a lady who showed how to do it. and I guess you start generating, because I'm already monetized, and you start, so that's in the future of Innervision, just putting out more content.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
More
man.
content, more frequent content.
Yeah.
So we do need to hear from you, grassroots musicians. Just hit us up at info@innervisionfm.com. If you want to help out, there's ways that you can help out, and or ways that you can become a sponsor. Info@innervisionfm.com also gives you access, previewed access or preferred access to the upcoming topics list for that day or that given week. You get, exclusive content that gets debuted first, such as what you're getting privy to here is, okay, we're having a concert June 1st. You'll get more of the details, and you'll be first in line. So don't forget to hit us up.
And if you RSVP at info@innervisionfm, we are looking into getting some gift cards, $20, $10 gift cards from King Super. $10, forget $10. We'll get $20 gift cards, and we'll do a lotto and pass those things out.
A raffle.
Raffle, whatever, something like that. Because they said, like, the city council said, if you do a concert, it has to be free, and here's the money, so you don't have to charge anyone. So,
right.
So I said, okay, all right. Okay. So it's gonna be fun, and I love festivals that we put on, and then I love going to other people's festivals that they put on and participate in that as well. So anyway.
Also, if you need help now that I'm in town, I moved back to Denver, so I'm close to you now, comparatively speaking. But if you need, some assistance with the setting up of the Teespring and all that stuff to, to affect, the merch, the Innervision FM merchandise, that kind of thing. We'll get that square as well over the next probably month, I would want.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many things. And we're bringing on some new board members. So I set up the meeting with the board member, Alan, want to join, and hey, Joe, for Thursday at 2:45. And hopefully I'll be finished with the riding the bull or touching the bull on that day.
You went from touching to riding the bull now. All right.
Who knows?
Get some video going there for that.
Right?
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
Live on Innervision FM 2:45 on Thursdays, riding a bull, folks.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
No, the parade's going to be at 10 o'clock. So hopefully, I'm hoping that the bull will be in the hotel by noon, and then I have time to get back home for the meeting at 2:45. So I'm hoping that they're not going to take that long going from what is it called? What's that place called? The bus, not the bus station. On Blake Street. That's where they're going to start, on Blake Street. I forgot what it's called. Why it's slipping my mind. But 17th and Blake
used to be the Greyhound bus terminal, and
no. It's where the train, the light rail goes. Union Station. That's where it is. So they're going to start off at Union Station and then go all the way down 17th to. That's where they're going to end up is in that hotel with that one bull. All right.
Like a lot of fun.
So I hope that it will be, if it starts at 10 o'clock, even if it starts at 11 o'clock, it shouldn't take that long to get from Union Station to that hotel on 17th and what's the street called? It's not 17th and Walton, it's 17th and I need to take that Breverton because my mind is just slipping. I could see the name, but anyway, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, and of course I'm going to get some videos and some stuff like that, and audio. and share it with you guys. Put it together and put it out there. So you guys will be able to see the bull. Yeah. And my wife, she says, what is your obsession with bulls? I think, come on, so we'll be out there having a good time. It's going to be 37 degrees, but I'll dress well.
Well, it's not bad.
Yeah, okay.
It's not bad.
All right.
You can have some fun if you live in the Denver area. Otherwise, folks, what did you guys do for the new year? Let us know. Hope everybody was safe. We want to wish everybody a safe 2024, like our dear President Joe Biden. Don't forget to eat at least 2 scoops of chocolate chip ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have lots of fun this year. Got an election coming up, hopefully. They're talking some crazy stuff. Lots of, so just pay attention, nothing to worry about. Just be safe. And God is with us. He's in control of all this. So nothing has changed from 2023 to 2024. God still is who we love and who we serve. Do we want to cover anything else, guys, before
No, 30 minutes. It went
flies by, don't
quick.
it?
Yeah, I looked at the time and I said, wait a minute. I said, gee. Oh, well. Well, anyway, so, hey, we'll see you guys tomorrow. We're back. We just took, I think, 2 weeks off. And, to regenerate ourselves. So anyway, re-energize ourselves. Yeah. So anyway, who knows?
You need a bigger break there, Johnny.
You made it, Johnny. Yeah.
Yeah, folks.
I'm getting the Biden-itis.
There you go. Oh, no, man. No, say it ain't so, Johnny.
Oh, man. That's crazy. All right. Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll probably upload this to YouTube since they wanted to upload stuff until the 13th of February.
Right.
So we'll get it up there on YouTube sometime either today or tomorrow.
All right. So, yeah, there you go, folks. God bless you.
All right.
Take care, guys.
All right. Bye.
Hey, Joe has left the meeting. Zoom meeting. Zoom meeting. View button. Meeting and live streaming. Custom link mute. Audios. Stop mod. Video set. Share screen. Summary. Closed. More meeting controls. But leave. Alt Q. View button. Leave space. Johnny Johnson has left the meeting. End meeting for all button.